In Portugal, nestled between the mountains and the sea, there lies the city of Algarve. Algarve's prince, Ibn Almond, was a wealthy and generous ruler, and across the city there was contentment and peace, except for one. Prince Ibn's heart belonged to a beautiful Norwegian princess called Gilda. She had bright blue eyes that shone like sea foam and long silver hair that seemed to glimmer green like the northern lights. Every day Ibn's heart sang with joy that she had come to Algarve to live her life by his side. But the princess's heart grew heavy. As the prince proudly walked the city's markets and gardens, she followed patiently behind him, shielding her eyes from the sun. As he sunbathed on the beach and basked in the cooling sea, she sat in the shade of the cliff edge, looking out to the horizon. He knew she was homesick for the icy plains of her homeland, but was at a loss of what he could do. Even with all his riches and all his attendants and all his power, he could not change the weather. He could not bring snow to Algarve. He turned to Gilda's personal physician for help. The physician spoke of the beautiful sights of the many countries they had travelled through on their journey to Algarve, and how none had captured the princess's eye like the almond trees that grew in Spain. The prince, so excited at the prospect of lifting his princess's spirits, immediately set to work. He joined his men, planting thousands upon thousands of almond trees across the kingdom. Every patch of ground was transformed into a verdant grove of trees that covered the city in a gentle, dappled light. Ibn brought Gilda to see his proud work. She stepped out under the shade of the leaves, protected from the beating sun, and breathed a small sigh of relief. She thanked her loving prince with a smile, but knowing her as well as he did, the prince saw that she still longed for home. However, another surprise was on the horizon. On the first morning of spring, the prince woke his princess and gently guided her to the window. He opened the curtains and revealed a bright landscape of white that flooded their room with light. As her eyes adjusted, the princess saw the dazzling bloom of the almond trees blanketing the earth like freshly fallen snow. She cried with joy and ran outside. She danced under the trees, catching their petals, and felt her heart swell with a love she thought she could only feel for her home. A flurry of light breezes twisted through the city, tossing the delicate blossoms like confetti across the hillside. And every spring since, it has snowed in Algarve.